Live. Oh, look at this. You thought Handsome was in? Ain't not yet. Here comes Handsome right now.
What's going on, Mike? How you doing, brother?
Look at you. What is it? This is like I feel like I'm back on the Gladiators.
You like the background, right? It's entertaining. That's what I want to do.
I do like it.
Or put a good vibe up there for me.
Oh, Jeffrey, what are you thinking? His audio is coming from there. 1 second, we'll talk and stuff, but
No problems, man.
he's gonna get a little something going. You think it's from? Oh, has it? You having fun, man?
Trying to.
Dude, I saw. So you went to. Are both of those like? They're not in Orlando. They're in Tampa, right?
So yeah, so the Busch Gardens Howl-O-Scream's in Tampa, and then they've got Orlando where they at Universal Studios is Howling Horror Nights, which that one it's more of a budget. You know, obviously Universal Studios, they've got all the monsters, all those properties. So it honestly it's better at that one. And usually I go to like all of them, and there's this other place. It's like 45 minutes from Tampa. It's called Screamageddon, and it's out in the middle of nowhere, like nothing around you for miles and miles and miles, right? And you go out there and they have like these crazy haunted houses, and it's like real carny people that really work there and everything like that. So it gets the whole freak effect. And they got like zombie paintball on where you go on this bus and you start shooting these zombies with paintball, live people that are like walking around like zombies. You're just capping them with these paintballs. I love Halloween. I love all holidays, but Halloween's a really, really good one, you know, dressing up and having a good time. And, you know, through the years, you know, obviously I keep dressing up even with Peter. So, you know, I think he's done now, but at that point I'm going to keep rocking and rolling every year.
So he's now the mature one. Like, no, that's silly. And you're the one that's going. I'm doing costumes.
Yeah, listen, I've always liked Halloween, and usually like before back in the day, me and Schuster go to like 2 or 3 Halloween parties a year, so we'd have like 2 or 3 costumes every year. And this last couple of years, it's been like, man, like even this year, the Chucky one, it was like the day of. We went like a couple hours before we were going out. We're like, what are we gonna find? And we're like, all right, well, we got these sizes. I guess it is what it is. And we pulled it off and did it pretty good, I think. Yeah, it was fun, man.
I think it was awesome. I freaking love this stuff, and I forget. Maybe it's one of those things that we forget our age, I guess, because I absolutely love that Titan. This is where he gets it, like everybody's dressing up and having fun, and so I get to do some crazy stuff. He's never seen Star Wars. Mona has no idea, and so, but it's fun for me to get dressed up with him and do the fun stuff we're doing.
Dude, that video was awesome. The Jedi Knights and the whole nine, like it is ridiculous. When you come down, you know, next time after this Olympia and bring Titan down, we need to go out to Disney, and they have like the Star Wars things, and they have like Jedi training. Like Peter went through this like Jedi training when he was little, and he got to fight Darth Vader. Like they have a real Darth Vader come out there. So cool, like super immersive. You know, it's just fun for the family. Listen, obviously you know about Star Wars, and I think Titan would love Star Wars, all of them. And Mona, I think she'll get hooked on it too. Just just being able to play fight with you guys like that, and resembling kind of that play on TV and the movies. So it's awesome. I love that. I'm a movie buff. I love Star Wars.
I 100% know Star Wars because I saw it 33 times in 1977.
Wow.
And our parents would drop us off in the morning for the matinee, and we'd stay and just watch 4 in a row.
Yep.
And it was a big thing back then. I love seeing these old black and white photos of the line around the. I'm a movie buff, obviously.
Yeah, I know.
Lucky enough to be in movies now, but
Yes.
it's fun that you get to do that. But you're athletic enough, you're youthful enough, and your ridiculous physique that you get to continue to play, I guess, in a sense.
Yes, it's fun,
And
man.
it's a cool thing. I did a podcast with Chris Van, and we just talked about how die as young as late as possible. You know, keep that youthful, keep that fun, enjoyable life. Don't let it destroy that funness in you.
Yeah, you can't. You can't. You got to keep the kid in there a little bit, right? I mean, you know, there's times to be serious, and there's times you can play and have a good time. You can't lose that balance because once you get too serious, it's just, you know, it's stressful. It's stressful to be that serious all the time, you know. And I've caught myself in those periods, and it's like, you know, I can't be like this. I got to be able to be playful, and I got to be able to. You got to let it down sometimes, and be able to relax and go ahead and enjoy life, you know. And that's kind of a little bit a part of it, and you know, something that you can always, you know, look back to. Most kids, you know, went through Halloween, especially when we went through Halloween. It was the good times we went through Halloween. We didn't have any of this garbage, set days, and you know, all this stuff. We went on Halloween night, and we went out with our friends. There was a couple of parents that walked with us, and we would go up to every door and try to get as much candy as possible. And, you know, it's just a whole different world, I guess, as far as that goes. But you know, I think kids need to hold on to that stuff because it's creative, right? It's all about the creative juices too, and some people they lose that as they get older, and that sucks.
I'm in California, so it's one of the things I think me and my close circle of friends always talk about is let kids be kids. Stop trying to teach everything else and things that will come in time. And I think that's one of the things. Just have fun with this. And I just loved seeing the videos of you guys going out and doing this, knowing that like Peter's like, all right, Dad, you go do that. I'm gonna hang with my friends.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you don't want to be seen with his parents at Busch Gardens. So
I do though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey, you know, I mean, it's fun, man. I mean, I don't know. As he gets older, we'll see how it goes. I mean, you know, it's teenage years, I guess. I don't know. But you know, Friday night, we went to they're like a haunted carnival that they put on here. My friend Mike Piper puts it on. Over $1 million in production. It's huge. Real carnival and all that for rides for families and all that carnival food and all that good stuff. And then on the other side, he has this huge stage and you know, VIP areas and stuff like that. Where Friday he had Diplo, so we were there at Diplo and got to see Diplo live, dance some good music, de-stress a little bit. You know, just fun with the wife and a couple friends. You know, so that was fun. I mean, you know, and then Sunday we seen Dave Chappelle. So I mean, it was I'm usually not doing things like that on the weekends. Usually baseball, and then sleep as much as possible to get ready for the week. So it was action.
We gotta ask, and I think everybody wants to know. So how was Dave?
Dave was hilarious. I mean, guys, I seen him. You know, I've seen him a couple times. The last time I was here, I think it was like 10 years ago or 9 years ago or something like that. The guy's just funny, man. He's down to earth, right? And he doesn't care like about the you know, the woke thing or he just says what's on his mind, which that's what comedians should be able to do. They shouldn't have to be restricting kind of what they're saying or doing because, you know, everything that they do, they get put underneath the microscope nowadays. And this was the first time I've ever went to any event, concert, comedian where they've took your smartphone and your smartwatch if you had it.
Yeah.
So they had like these people were like, well, how do they do that? You know, they had like these foam bags where you put your item in it, and then almost like a clothing item where you check out of a store and you have the little security thing, the magnet that takes the security tag off, kind of like that. It locks it. So at the end they have the people waiting there so they can just touch it and you can open up and grab your stuff. But 4 hours of you know, these comedians, no phones for anybody. So it was definitely a new experience.
Yeah, that's really smart because mostly, I mean, because he's going to be able to put this somewhere else on Netflix or wherever,
Yep.
and make his money off of that. And so I'm cool with him making his money.
Me too.
He's freaking funny. He doesn't cater to the craziness that the world is trying to promote. I absolutely love that.
I mean, he definitely went in on transgender and stuff like that, like because of the whole Netflix thing and them trying to get him like basically booted out. You know, when Netflix did that, and the president of Netflix said he's gonna, you know, stay with the comedian and let them have free speech, and it was kind of, you know, it's kind of throwing his face a little bit. So, you know, he was funny, man. It was definitely funny. There was even a congressman that he had jokes about, and the guy ended up being in the crowd, like in a wheelchair, like he's just making jokes and cracking on this guy. So it was really good. It was like I said, Dave Chappelle don't hold back. I love great comedians. Even in my lifetime, like when I was 12 years old, my dad took me to see Andrew Dice Clay. Never forget it. Howie Mandel, Richard Pryor in his last show ever.
Your dad doing that.
Yeah.
Andrew Dice.
Andrew Dice Clay. I mean, you know, Little Miss Muffet, Saturday Tuffet. Yeah, you know how it goes.
He sold out the Madison Square Garden he was the first comedian ever to sell out the Madison Square Garden,
Yeah.
and he was beyond. And then he did the movies and stuff, and he was still he was great. He
Yeah.
trains in gold.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I've been able to see him since the '90s, and as cool as you think he is, he's just straight up just one of the guys.
Yeah.
Just one of the guys.
Yeah,
It's cool.
You know, that's a great thing, you know, to see some of those guys, and you know, Eddie Murphy, you know, those are comedy greats, you know, and obviously you got Chris Hart, these new age guys and stuff like that are pretty good, but you know, those classics, man, like, it is what it is. I mean, those are going to be iconic legends forever.
That's Andrew Dice Clay, man. You don't even know Andrew Dice Clay, huh?
See, I feel old, dude. I feel old. And some of these people, I'm like, hey, I'm like, you know, I'm like, who is that? Like,
what were the guys that did the prank phone calls?
Jerky Boys.
The Jerky Boys.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hey, this is Anthony Rizzo.
Yeah. I'm gonna come down there with all my shoes. You guys have to go listen to this stuff. I'm sorry, it's old school, but it's pretty darn funny.
That was when cassette tapes were still out. I remember listening to that cassette tape all the time, man. Jeez. What a world.
You remember that? You had one of those?
I had the kick dog. You kicked my dog? I was listening to that for hours.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That being said, we have this is gonna be an epic week. I have a movie that is nationwide released on Friday, and I got some people telling me they already checked theaters, and it's like, I mean, because Florida's got a lot of releases for this movie.
Nice.
And the buzz about it is good. It's a cult classic right off the start. It's getting great reviews. So that comes Friday, but then also I'm hanging with you guys.
Yes.
This week, I get in like I guess Wednesday night, and then from Thursday till Tuesday.
Tuesday you leave out, yeah.
I gotta hang with you boys.
Oh yeah. We're gonna have some good times. We're gonna film some great content, have some great conversations, and make more memories. Great memories, dude. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be on.
This will be great because if you guys don't know, you have a great camera crew with you at all times.
Absolutely.
And you do things. You do things right. You really do. It's like we're 7 days a week. I get that. You know what I mean? And I remember last time I was down there, we got in, I don't know, Thursday or something, but we were Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We were kicking it, doing it, getting content, which was fun content. And so much. And this is going to be heightened because we have 3 booths at the event this weekend.
At the expo, yep.
And we have an incredible crew with it. How many people are with the Titan Medical crew?
I think I got like at least 20 or 22 people, I think, all in. I mean, maybe a couple more here or there, stragglers, but at least 20 to 22 people.
And this will be fun. Are we doing a team dinner like Thursday night before the craziness?
So what happens is you know, obviously we're gonna get in there Wednesday. There's a couple of us that are going down Wednesday. It'd be me, you, Art, Big Drew, camera crew, all that. So we'll be down there, just getting a little settled in, making sure all the rooms taken care of. All that's good for Thursday. So we'll probably hang out, maybe go train, maybe go with something to eat, you know, because I know you're getting at 6 o'clock. So I know it's gonna be a long day travel for you. So at that point, we'll see how you're feeling, see how it goes from there. But Thursday, what we'll do is everybody will get down there by 12 o'clock. We're going to go over to the expo center, set everything up, get all the video of the behind the scenes of all that, set the car up, you know, do all that stuff. And then after that, we'll go train or relax a little bit, whatever anybody wants to do. And then we have a team family meeting Thursday night. And that will go over all the expectations for some of the new people that have not been with us and doesn't know what to expect or what they should be doing. Just answering common questions. You know, just setting up some different things, making sure everybody's on the same page for when the expo opens and everybody's to be over there. And that way we're rocking and rolling right off the bat, and there's no learning curve for anybody that has not been there. There's a good amount of people that have already been with me and been doing this with me for a while now. You know, 5, 6, 7 years, 8 years with some people. So they know the expectations. They're great leaders. It'll be great to tell people exactly what needs to be going on if I'm not there. But yeah, so that's it. I mean, you know, Friday, hit the booth the whole weekend at Expo. And then at that point, do maybe like a dinner or something like that, or train Friday night. Saturday, do the booth. And then, we'll see how the Mr. Olympia goes. And then at that point, I might take everybody out. I usually take somebody out, like maybe, some drinks or something like that, just to celebrate. Hey, listen, you guys did a great job. I really appreciate it. Just doing it right, man.
You
Grateful
said
for the
drinks
team.
because that's gonna make Mona happy because we have no kid
Yes.
and I don't drink, so
Yes.
Mona's gonna be like, "You stay in the hotel room. I'm going with the crew. We're gonna
Oh,
get a
you
little."
go. Listen, we'll just drink some water, hang out. I mean, if the people
I'll have
want
my
some
Diet
cocktails,
Coke.
you know what I'm saying? We'll be good to go. We'll just go out and celebrate a little bit if it even comes down
I
to
love
that.
that.
It depends on how tired we are too, right? I mean, it's gonna be a long weekend, so yeah. So that's what we got planned so far, and then Sunday we'll come back and relax, have some family time, hang out, and then I guess hang out, yeah. And then Sunday, yeah, that's what we'll do Sunday, and then Monday we'll do some shoot some
So
content.
are we heading from Saturday after we bring down the booth? Are we heading out Saturday night to be back in Tampa Sunday morning,
We
or are we
we
leaving Sunday?
we could do either or. Just depends on if we want to go out that night. If we don't want to
Oh
go
yeah,
out, we
yeah,
just
yeah.
want to leave, then we can do that. I can always set somebody up to be the team leader, like Destiny or something like that. If they do want to go out and do something, we don't want to do that. So, just totally as far as that goes, we'll play it by ear. But tentatively, we've got something in schedule and something planned for us. So Sunday we can kind of just rest all day and kind of just go have some fun. And then
We're gonna have those cookies.
Oh, I'll have Lewis come over. You want to have Lewis come over and make us up a whole full batch of food.
You guys don't know. You guys don't know. I think that was the first time where I just said, "Hey, do you want some steak?" No, I want a plate full of cookies.
Cookies, yeah, those cookies rule, man, for sure. Customized Titan cookies. Try to make it as healthy as possible, but they're still chocolate chip cookies.
Well, we diet so well that it's okay to go a little crazy on those days.
Yeah. I mean, we've been working so hard up to this point. It'll be a long, good weekend. We deserve a reward. A couple treats.
I'm curious. I'm curious to find out how accurate. I'm still doing this research on this thing, this Whoop. I'm probably, what am I, 2-3 months in?
Gotta be. You're hitting 3.
Yeah, I got to be hitting 3, and I'm manipulating it. I'm manipulating the numbers. Yeah, so I'm curious to see what the Olympia does for me because it is, like you said, I'm emotionally done because I try to give so much energy to every single fan that comes up, and it's you're giving up energy,
Of course.
and so at the end of the time you're done. But I'm curious to see how crazy that is on the Whoop. That's a side note because I see here we have a lot of new Titan members.
Ooh.
And Jeff said this right here is Mary.
Yep.
Now, Mary has been a Titan Crew member for a while here, and I know that, and I would love to talk to her sometime with you, she's had some hormonal issues before, and I love that she's over there and she's saying that she's loving the information and how you guys are telling her what to do and how to help her optimize her health again to the
Nice.
best.
That's awesome. Mary, anything we can do for you, just give us a call or text if you have any questions. Be happy to answer them, go over it. Make sure you guys are educated about what you're doing, why you're doing it, and get you the results that you're looking for sure, 100%.
Somebody says here, where can I send my blood work?
Sure. So you can send it to Titan Medical Center at gmail.com. That'll come right to our main Titan Medical Center account. And at that point, we can give you a call. Make sure your contact information is along with it. So your contact phone
Write
number,
that down.
your full name.
Down below, and I'll put that up there for them. I'll get that email up there for you guys again if you didn't get it. A lot of these people are asking, is it live? No, we are not live. This was recorded 2 seconds ago. I saw something earlier that is heartbreaking.
What's up?
And I just want to make sure that this is true. And Jeff, will you do me a favor and actually just search the net, and somebody that would have this information would be Generation Iron.
Whoa.
They did post it, so this is real. All right, so let's jump on this because
Whoa.
you guys out there, I think that you're privileged to go to the gym and you don't take the opportunity. You're privileged to maybe work and listen to John and Titan Medical, but you bypass it. Why? Because you got time. You can do this in a year or 2 years. And it does not work that way.
Definitely not.
You're an injury away from retirement. You're an injury away from not getting to the gym for the next year, which may turn you into a tailspin that maybe lasts 10 years, which we saw yesterday when I had a talk. Guy isn't training, he's 55 now. It's like, take advantage of this stuff, because this breaks my heart. This guy trained so hard for that one moment on stage.
Sure.
And something like this happens, and everybody's going to go, well, maybe you should have gone lighter because of this, that, and that. It doesn't work that way.
No.
So
I mean, he's a pretty disciplined lifter anyway. He
he's
believes
so
in he believes in form, and not just overweight. So this is a horrible thing to hear. I mean, this close to Olympia. I mean, this week.
What did he get,
We're
third?
talking about a couple days away.
Yeah, he got third last year, didn't he?
Posted it, too.
I mean, I just
He did
see.
post
Nick Walker posted it himself.
Nick posted himself. Just, God dang it, that hurts me, because he's got that wrestling mentality, and he came and he's done so well over such a short period of time, and he's given everything, and he's a kid. He's a freaking kid,
Yeah.
and so he'll come back from this. I understand, but
Yeah.
I just hate this opportunity taken away from him.
Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, he's massive, man. I mean, I had him in here one time. I mean, he's massive. He's conditioned. He looks really good. I mean, some people
He's
don't like.
intense.
Yeah.
He's intense. I love it.
Yeah, he is. He definitely is, for sure. So yeah, that sucks, man. That definitely sucks. I mean, even to win the Olympia this year, it's like, man, like, who do you go with? It's like, could it be Nick Lunsford?
I think it's going to be Derek. I just talked to him. Yeah, I just talked to Derek. I guess we FaceTimed yesterday, the day before, and that's who I think wins this. I think that's who wins. His body is working with him right now. He looks phenomenal. He got second last year. Could have got first, and he's focused. And again, I like these wrestlers. I like these guys that was wrestlers and then switched over into bodybuilding.
Yeah.
That mentality. There's no sport in the world that's harder than wrestling.
Yeah.
And it creates a savage of a human. I know these guys work so hard and put everything into it. Again, I wish the best for all these competitors. It's going to be a great show. But the best part about it is Titan Medical is going to be there with some incredible people, and we get to play. And things like this happen.
Yeah.
It happened to the greatest, and it happens to the common Joe.
Yeah.
And so I just want to say to you, common Joes, the guys that are just out there working, maybe the world doesn't know you, but if that injury happens, talk to a Titan Medical. Because I'll tell you, I started the BPC. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Yeah, absolutely loving it, man.
Awesome.
What am I? I'm maybe 4 to 6 weeks in.
Nice.
And we did some over-exaggerated depth on slow controlled squats, and I was playing with 505,
Whoa.
just like having fun pauses, and just squeezing through it, and taking it down, and just stretching it out.
Yeah.
And I was like, nothing.
Nice.
So again,
I'm
it's just,
happy to hear that.
and I'm taking it pre-injury.
Yep. Preventative.
Can you talk about that and talk about tell these people that they don't have to wait till they're injured. They don't have to wait until they're broken.
Definitely not. Definitely. So yeah, BPC 157 can be used as prophylactic, so preventative. When we talk about
Prophylactic.
right, prophylactic. Yeah,
I love that.
Yeah, so it can be used as a preventative, and what happens is even when we're trying to work out and stuff like that, and you're trying to get bigger per se, guys can go in there and they can start lifting a lot of weight. Now your muscles are going to grow a lot faster and get stronger than your ligaments and tendons and stuff. It takes a little bit more time for these things to catch up over time to strengthen and be able to hold that. That's why a lot of people get a lot of injuries like that, because their muscle can push it. It's just their ligaments and tendons, or the connective tissue is not going to be able to withhold. So at that point, we really want to build this up, and that's kind of where the BPC really comes into play, and not even just for helping the connective tissue, the muscle, the tendons, but we talk about inflammation, and then inflammation can do a lot of damage too as well. When we get rid of inflammation, the whole new world opens up. Even in your shoulders or whatever it is, you might have inflammation that's causing a popping and clicking sound, and that's causing some other issues if you're trying to rotate your arm or do whatever it is in your exercise. So really taking away the inflammation is another big one, and then bring the new blood cells to the area for healing. So obviously you want to heal. The faster you heal, the better you recover, the better your muscle, your tendon, anything in these areas are going to really be. So that's really where BPC 157 comes into play, is a preventative, as a prophylactic, and not using it after the damage is already done per se, right? So that's a big thing.
Just so you guys understand, when you're weightlifting, a lot of people, and we've talked about this before, go for the pump and just go for trying to develop the muscle,
Right.
and they don't focus on connective tissue.
Mm-hmm.
And again, that's understandable, because connective tissue isn't cool. It doesn't sound cool. It takes a lot longer to build. It's slower going. It doesn't give you any visual coolness.
Right.
But it's more important.
Definitely.
And so when you can do a preventative, something to help it, because when I first I heard about this, and I guess I'm okay using it, the Wolverine protocol recovery.
Yep.
That turned me on. I was like, heck yeah.
Yep.
And
Who doesn't want to recover better, or, faster? I mean, or who wants to get over injuries quicker? I mean, it's a no-brainer, dude. And like I said, just with inflammation alone. So it's got a lot of different benefits. Even if people have like Crohn's disease or they have ulcers, any issues with the stomach, BPC is the go-to. BPC 157 was isolated from the gastric juices in your stomach. So at that point, like, it's got super healing effects with stomach issues. So anybody that has any of those different things, and Crohn's affects a lot of different people out there. I've had a number of patients that have Crohn's disease, and glutathione and BPC 157 has changed their life and the disease where they have, because they can't keep weight on. It's constantly like, so this actually, they've gained healthy weight and stuff like that. And a lot of people want to lose weight, but there's certain people out there that have different issues, whether it's thyroidism or it's Crohn's or it's one of these different things where they lose a lot of weight, they can't keep weight on, and it's a problem. So their quality of life has went down and diminished. And it's increased it or improved their quality of life. So that's a big thing, man, for sure.
What can they, outside of the TRT, HRT protocols at the Titan Medical headquarters, what else could they get while they're there? Because I see that you brought some new stuff in.
Sure. So they can get a number of different things. I mean, we have RHRT, so anything hormone-related based, medical weight loss, a ton of different things, from semaglutide, tirzepatide, which are the main big bad boys in weight loss right now, ECA Stack Plus, which is a capsule, rulifedrin, caffeine, aspirin, B12, and chromium. We have different doses for different people because of sensitivities to stimulants. Some people have a higher sensitivity, some people have a lower sensitivity. So we want to have that correct dose for you too as well, because you're not supposed to be jittery or bouncing off the walls or heart palpitations or anything like that. It should be nice, clean, euphoric energy, and that's what you'll get from our ECAs. AOD 9604, so we still have the peptides around right now, thank God. So AOD 9604 is a fragmentation of GH. So growth hormone is 191 amino acid sequence, where the AOD is 176 amino acid sequence. So basically you get all the benefits from the weight loss effect from growth hormone, the sequence, but you don't get any of the negative effects, possibly higher sugar levels, any growth or anything like that. It does not affect IGF-1 levels at all. So that's really good for weight loss too as well. And then we talk about BPC 157, TB500 healing peptides. These ones are game changers. They can work synergistically together to help you even better, or you can use one or the other and still get a great benefit from it too as well. And at that point, we talk about some of the different ones that we have out there now. So Titan Serenity, Hercules Potion, so great for recovery, muscle pumps, immune system boosting, collagen producing, liver function protecting. I mean, there's a lot of different benefits just in Hercules. 9 different ingredients, so 9 different benefits just in one injection for 1 ml. And this one's going to be
Those will be available no matter what.
No matter what. Hercules Potion, Titan Complete, Titan Ultra, NAD. NAD is another big one out there. Mental clarity. It's a great one. It helps with cellular deterioration, regenerative of cells. These are big things, helping protect the DNA too from getting damaged. So just that one alone, like if you want to have your limitless drug per se, that is the limitless drug that I would.
Aren't
That's
they
what I used to
finding
call back in the day.
the NAD?
Yep.
Are they talking about that? It does so much more than just the one aspect, though.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I mean, when we talk about NAD, like I said, so the biggest thing would be mental clarity and energy, because you get natural energy from it. It's not like a stimulant; it's a natural energy, and mental clarity is laser focused, and you can actually feel it kick in, like you literally feel it kick in, and at that point, like that's your immediate instant gratification that you'll get. But like I said, it's helping from cellular deterioration. So every day your cells are deteriorating or breaking down. They always try to build back up to be themselves again, but they never get back to that point. This will actually help with cellular rejuvenation too, as well.
And
So,
I think, yeah, that's the part that mostly out here they're starting to get to in the Hollywood world, talking about that. And
yeah,
all these coaches that are going, hey, longevity, and
yeah,
you want to be like these actors that are 50 years old looking like they're 25 years old. Those are one of the big things.
absolutely, and protecting, like I said, your DNA and stuff like that, because DNA can be damaged from oxidative stress. And there's a lot of different things that affect the body, and a lot of different things that could cause the body to have the negative health benefits or even disease onslaught coming. So, the biggest thing is for me is finding the latest, greatest, best thing that works the best in helping me with longevity and feel my best and improving quality of life. And that's kind of what it is, right? I mean, that's the unicorn effect, being able to age gracefully, live a full and great life, and feel good doing it, man. And that's what we're doing here. That's what we're doing. That's what I'm living. So I want everybody out there to understand what their options are, because a lot of people don't know what their options are, or they don't have credible options to go to. And people are really looking for these different things, whether it's energy or weight loss or just to feel better, right? I mean, even performance in the bedroom. Like a lot of people don't talk about it, but you're talking about a multi-billion-dollar business just in libido effect. It's because people use them, and there's a lot of people that might have health, effects to their body or health detriments that they can't get. Let's say it's a guy can't get an erection, or you have a lot of postmenopausal women that might have lost their sex drive, vaginal dryness, and all these different things, and they're really looking to fix some of these different things. So that's where we have some different items or some different therapies that can really improve that, and that's a part of quality of life. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody likes sexual activity. I think sex is a big thing, whether you're asexual, bisexual, trisexual, whatever it is. I think everybody likes that to a certain extent. Everybody wants to perform good in that extent too, as well.
What do we got here, Jeffrey, for some of the questions here? One of those.
Do you need blood work for BPC?
So no, you do not need any blood work for BPC 157, TB 500. The only thing you'll need blood work for with Titan Medical Center is hormone replacement therapy or IGF-1 therapy. Those are the two main ones, because with IGF-1 we want to make sure everything's good, because that can grow different cells in the body. We want to make sure everything's fine there. And obviously with hormones we want to make sure everything's good. With BPC 157, this is something that a blood marker really can't tell us, is it good, is it bad, is it going to really affect this person? So that's why there's no blood that's needed for that.
Okay, that's taken care of. And then for anybody here, again, right there on the page is the phone number over there. So make sure to get your butts on over there. Thank you for that.
Yes.
Appreciate that. Let's see the Titan Medical booth. There we go.
Is there a, let's say you have an injury. Let's say you injured your shoulder, you took BPC and it's better. Do you have to stop taking that?
You don't have to stop taking it. If you heal up and everything's good, and you want to stop taking it, that's fine. If you want to keep doing the preventative, you can still take it. I mean, would I take it every day? If I had a slap tear like me, maybe. But if it was just like you hurt it, you tweak something, you did 4 to 6 weeks, it feels 100% back to you, then at that point, you can stop, or you can be preventative. You just keep doing it just to make sure, you keep the inflammation down and you're doing the best you possibly can for it to recover in there.
But a good protocol would be maybe 6 weeks on, 4 weeks off, 6 weeks on, kind of a thing.
Yep.
I love
Definitely.
There we go. How's your training going now that you've been back now for a bit?
Yep.
And
it's going good.
Did you get to where you wanted to? This is a tough question to ask, or a tough answer. you only had a certain amount of time to get ready for this weekend.
Yeah.
Are you happy with where you got to? But you're still positive about what's going to happen before New Year's.
Yeah, so I feel positive it will happen before New Year's. Do I think I'm to where I want to be? Of course, I don't think I'll ever be like that. Right? I can never say like I can say yeah. I'm not bad. Let's put it that way, and that's not even a way to even I would say it. I mean, I think I've done pretty well from where I've been to now, as far as that goes. Do I think it could have been a little better? Maybe, for sure, 100%. I was giving it, at least 85% and then worked up to 100%. I just want to make sure I didn't get injured. So I think if I had maybe another week or two, I think it'd be a lot better. But hey, listen, it is what it is. I mean, this is a consistent progression. So at that point, I'm not looking like it is what it is. I won't be coming in bad looking. That's for sure. I still got my six pack.
You never are.
So at that point, I'm happy with that. Could have been a better, yeah. And I think the hernia really put me behind the eight ball as far as that goes, with just not having enough time to really, really put on as much size I want, because I'm not going to dirty bulk. I'm not going to go out there and start eating 5,000-6,000 calories of just garbage to put on garbage weight. So I have to just cut it off later. And at that point, I'm just going to go lean. And that's what it is. I'm like 205 right now to 208 every day, depending on water and all that. So I'm good. I think if I wanted to get back to at least 210. 210 was my goal. So I'm a little bit short. But, I think in a couple of days or something like that, it could fluctuate another pound. Possibly.
Are we ever content?
Never. And that's the thing. You always see yourself, and that's the whole thing about it. You're like an artist, and you're like, I can etch a little bit here. I can do a little bit of this. A little bit more time on here. And then you start playing with the food too. I didn't want to start really increasing I went up in calories, but I didn't want to go crazy in calories because I want to be able to expend those calories. But keep enough in to grow too, not just going to a deficit every day. So that was a little bit cool. I've been training and honestly, the chicken and rice I've been eating from this place called Protein House down here. It's awesome, amazing.
Love Protein House.
Yeah, it's really, really good. So I've been eating there at lunch every day. So I eat my steaks in the morning, at night, and I've been eating that chicken and rice at the afternoon. So it's been good. Listen, the diet's on point, training's on point. I just got a couple more weeks, I think. Definitely before New Year's. You're talking about 2 months?
Yeah,
2 months?
now you got to know.
For sure, 100%.
Just for everybody at home, I won the universe 4 times, Mr. International, Mr. America, and I never got off stage with that overall trophy and go, cool, I'm good.
Yeah.
I always got off stage and I go, all right, now next year what I can do better is, and it's like I never even slightly assumed, or even my brother one time, it was the best condition I ever walked on stage. And I walked backstage and I just got the overall of the universe. And I go, okay, for next year. And he stopped me and he goes, dude, you just won the show. Can we just enjoy this today? And it was that quick from me walking off. Okay, that's done. Now, next year, what we're going to do is we're never totally content with it. We like pushing forward. But it's not the winning of the show. It was the fight to get there.
Yeah.
Was so fun. And
yeah.
I want them to understand that maybe this isn't your greatest condition, but you did really well going through an off season where you couldn't lift, where you had to do some surgery, and then you had to stay clean. And I think people forget. They go, hey, I'm injured, so I can eat whatever. Right. Hey, I'm injured, I can't train, so I'm just going to go crazy with whatever, just pizza and just give it up. That was never your approach.
Never.
Why can't you just go, you know what, I'm not doing anything. I own the company. I can just show up and do this.
Yeah. For me, honestly, because before I just don't want fast food anymore, man. I understand more. Obviously, when I was a kid, I didn't understand. There's no educational value out there for us or information as far as what we're really putting in our body and all this different stuff. And I don't feel good after fast food, so I don't want fast food anyway. Now, can I eat a hamburger from some place that's really good and I like hamburgers? Absolutely, 100%. And some cut fries for sure. But fast food is just not a big thing. And in this, I understand. I know if I'd be more consistent now in my eating and everything will stay the exact same or pretty close. and then I'll just work back in and be able to go right back to where I was at a faster pace. You know, people do it all the time, and this is the wrong way to be about it. Like some people might get sick, they might get a cold, or they might get injured, and they might be on like HRT or they're on some program, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna stop.
Right.
Like, you're gonna stop? Why? Because I'm not going to the gym. And I'm like, well, you're not doing this to go to the gym. You're doing this to be healthy. I was like, if you stop, everything's gonna start crashing. You're gonna start feeling worse, or and these different things. So it's key for you to be more consistent in the down times, because at that point you're not doing any work. So if you're more consistent,
To the choir. I love that.
you're gonna stay. You're gonna stay there, and when it's ready to go back to work, it's gonna be like, hey, I never left, and I'm just doing the exact same thing, but I don't get to train. And you got to understand that. And then at that point, like, there's something that you can train in your body. I've always thought about this. I'm like, so if somebody says, oh, I had shoulder surgery, I can't do any lifting. All right, cool. Well, you can do like a forearm grip on your left hand. I mean, there's different things you can do to possibly keep you busy. Some people don't want to do that, and they're like, I ain't doing this. And I understand that too, because
It gives them an out.
it does. I mean, you can find something that takes your mind off it for a little bit, and some people, I tell them, like, submerge yourself in work. Eat clean, submit yourself in work, get ahead right then and there. So at that point, maybe you can back off a little bit when you go back to train. Different things, I guess. I don't know. I mean, you just got to keep yourself busy.
I just really want them to hear somebody that's you're the face of the company.
Yeah.
And so you're not going to be this guy that goes, well, I can't train right now, so I'll just kind of be free. And I've done it. They know I've been in shape. I don't need to do it. I love the fact that you go, no, I'm the face of the company. I'm going to always be in shape. I'm going to bring the best I can.
Right.
And I wish people would understand it is more important when you're not training to eat right, when you're traveling. It's like, oh, I'm traveling, so I don't need a nutrition plan. You need it more.
Absolutely.
When you're not training, you need it more to be precise and be healthy and take care of yourself. The gym only enhances you.
That's right.
It's what you without the gym, you can still maintain what you're doing and hold on to it if you feed it correctly.
Yep.
I always talk about that. I can change anybody with nutrition alone without lifting.
Yep.
I cannot change anyone that just works out and doesn't eat right.
That's right.
They don't eat right. I want nothing to do with them.
That's right.
And I don't want them, again, I'd rather not work with anybody that believes that when they get injured, throw everything out the window. When they're traveling, throw everything out the window. That's not the mentality to have.
No, I mean, yeah, you should be, it's your goals. You should be dedicated to those goals and whatever it takes. And at that point, you got to be consistent. You got to be consistent. And like you said, whether you're traveling, you're injured, whatever it is. I understand if you're sick, you got to sleep, and you're trying to get fluids down. You might not have a hunger. That's fine. But at that point, like, when you start getting it back, you need to start being consistent again and getting back in the routine. If you stay in that routine, you're going to stick in that routine. It's when you get off the routine, you start getting off track, and that happens to so many different people out there. Whether it's stopping to go to the gym, like, oh, I can't do it today because I have this appointment, and then that day's gone. Well, I can't do it today. I'll go tomorrow, and it just keeps going and going and going too as well. So, or I'm gonna start eating good on Monday. You get those people. It's like, you're missing the point here. I mean, the whole point is for you to be consistent. Yeah, you can have a reward meal, one time a week, one time, maybe in a month. It just depends, because people that have been consistent their whole lives, like you, me, whoever it is, it's easier for us to be able to eat pizza and burgers and not have the whole bunch of problems happen. But the people that have been eating like that their whole life, you really have to be the ones that are really, really dedicated to start really getting that weight off and start changing things. And that's changing everything in your lifestyle.
If you guys want to have a fun day, like a Sunday high day, I'm starting the Blitz Volume 2 here a week after I get back from Florida.
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting on the 13th, November 13th. And we diet so hard during the week on this one. And we incorporate some tricks and some fun stuff that on Sunday, it is mandatory that we do a surplus of food and enjoy it on that day. But it's because of the work that we're doing all week to need that bump. And so if you guys go, hey, I want to have a cheat day, I want to have a high day, hang with me starting November 13th and watch me get sliced and diced for this Christmas movie. It's going to be a fun thing, and then it's going to be a fun going into this protocol. And this Christmas movie that I am starring in was written by Jonathan Sheck,
Nice.
the actor that I was just with on Blue Ridge, he's the lead there, and he wrote a Christmas movie and with me in mind. So I'm a Christmas junkie.
Yeah, that's another good one for me too. I love holiday.
So I cannot wait to see what you guys do for Christmas.
Oh man, I can't wait. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna do this year, to be honest with you. Usually we stick around, we have Christmas at the house and stuff like that. Family comes over, do the present thing and all that, and just kind of hang out all day and enjoy each other. Back in the day, we used to do that with the family, and then we used to get in the car and drive down to Disney and go to Disney World for Christmas, and you see fireworks and you see all that good stuff too. So, but Peter doesn't want to do that no more. So, this year, my dude,
We got tight though.
yeah. Oh yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Ty, I can't wait. You know, when he gets down here, we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna do some fun stuff. So he's gonna enjoy it, man. See all the different things Florida has to offer. And we wanted to come down and hang out with Uncle John.
I love the fact that again, man, when we brought Titan out for our first visit, you guys were incredible with him.
Yeah, we love him, man.
He's a handful, but it's awesome.
Yeah.
And he's getting that flip now because he's going to be 5 next year, and he's starting to get into the swing of things and everything. And so, yeah, I think we make it back out there and see. I imagine they set up Orlando and the Walt Disney World and everything for Christmas.
Oh yeah, there's a Christmas parade. I mean, they got everything, man. It's super cool. Like, you know, me when I was growing up north, like I lived like an hour away from Six Flags, and that was Great America. That's the theme park we had. And obviously during the winter time, it's all closed because of the snow and everything. So being down here in Florida, I'm like, man, this is like a dream come true for any kid, especially in Tampa, because you're an hour away from Orlando, so you get to go to all the theme parks there, Disney, all Epcot, you know, all the different Disney places out there, Universal Studios, and then all the other tourist attractions they got. And then you have Tampa, and Tampa has, I mean, Busch Gardens, it has a lot of different theme parks here too as well. So, I mean, there's just an abundance for somebody to do. And as a kid, like, this is where people vacation. This is where people save all their money for the whole year to take their family down and be able to go to one theme park one time a year and enjoy the sun maybe one time a year, where it's really hot during the winter time, you know. So yeah, it's definitely cool. I tell Peter all the time, like, man, I'm jealous because I would like to have grown up down here because, man, I'd be at the beach all day. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's so cool. It's like, you know, even when I wake up today, it's kind of like waking up to vacation because it's just Florida, man. Florida's just like, yeah, the sun. You go outside, it's nice. You can pretty much pick whatever you want to wear. So, you know, I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy Florida. I definitely think that Florida has a lot of different things to offer for anybody.
Well, this works out good for me on schedule-wise because when I start the Blitz, I will finish that Blitz in 30 days. And that means I am mid-December, which is a good time for us to jump together. Did you find her? You got her? Okay. I can come mid-December, get some good shoots, we'll get some good video again, pop the top at that point. And also then at that point, Titan will be with me.
Yes.
And I'll force Mo to go to Orlando and Tampa.
Yeah, so listen, we'll go down there and hang out down there. If we want to spend the night down there, we can. If not, have the driver take us down there. We'll go down the Mercedes Sprinter and come back that night. It doesn't matter. We'll go enjoy. Because there's just so much out there you can do. So, you know, you might want to make a 2-day thing. Go to Universal one day, go to Disney the other day or something like that. Or, I don't
Get
know.
some crazy training in.
Oh, yeah, for sure. That's
I'll
100%.
pop the top next to Mickey, show him what a real double bicep and ab shot looks like.
Hell yeah. That's going to
That'd be great. Jeff's going, okay, on that trip, I'm going with.
Definitely. Even Universal Studios, you'll get to see the X-Men and stuff like that. Like, there's a whole bunch of characters walking around. So you take those photo ops, get to take one of the characters. It's really cool, man. It's you know, it's like I said, I still have fun as an adult these days going on a lot of these different rides. So for kids, it's just, man, like before, like what they had roller coasters and things that spun around, and you know, now you have like immersive 3D interactive like rides where it's like you're there and like you're experiencing this, which is, it's really, really cool. It's definitely cool.
What I like is that I still have that energy. I'm an old father, but I love that me and Mo are still healthy enough to do this kind of stuff and have that energy to we want to go do this stuff and play. And Universal Studios. I'm a Universal fan more than I am a Disney.
Yeah.
Because I just like the here they got the backdraft and the fun cool things that I grew up with. It's more grown up, isn't it? The characters, more X-Men.
Yeah.
I love that stuff.
It's cool. Like I said, Universal's got its thing, and they're creating a new park too. It's called Epic, and it's gonna be this other huge theme park. It's gonna have like Mario Land and all kinds of different things. So that's coming. It's getting built right now. So I think another 2 years, I think that'll be done. So I mean, there's more things that are coming to Orlando, but you know, like Disney, like they've got I think it's like 4 to 5 different parks. So you have like the Magic Kingdom where they have the castle and all that, right? They have Epcot. They've got it used to be called MGM Studios. It's called something else now. That's where like the Star Wars rides are at and all the Star Wars stuff. And then they have like a wilderness park too, where they have like.
They have an adult park, don't they? Because if I remember correctly, the last time I was really partying up was I think it was 91 or 92. I was at the Mr. Olympia to watch Lee Haney win, and it was at the Dolphin Hotel.
Okay.
In Orlando.
Yep, I know where it's at.
And that's how long I've been in this game.
Yeah.
So I got to see Lee Haney win the Mr. Olympia, his final awesome. Mr. Olympia, in Florida at the Dolphin Hotel. And I remember that and talking to him after that.
Wow.
Just like, what a treat. But it was like there was a comedy club downtown at the Disneyland. I think it was an adult island or something
they
like
had,
that.
It was called Treasure Island. No, what was it called? I know what you're talking about, and it was basically it's just a place just full of nightclubs and bars.
Yeah.
Pleasure Island.
Pleasure Island. All right, not adult. I was thinking. Pleasure Island. My mind was going somewhere.
91. I remember going to Pleasure Island as a kid. My parents would go to the bars. They'd put us in the little babysitter thing or whatever it was.
They have a husband daycares now.
Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah,
you imagine that.
You know. Another thing we did down here was they've got like a whole bunch of machine gun places. Like you can literally go shoot automatic guns. And I took Peter to go do it when he was like, I think it was like 8 or 9 or something like that. I got all video of it. We took the videographer in there. We did the whole 9, dude. It was really, really cool to do for his birthday. And he got to pick out the different guns he got to shoot. And they were there helping him, obviously. But it was really cool. Got to teach him gun safety and all these different things too as well.
I have a trip. We haven't set the date, and I'll let Mo talk to you about this. But we have an invite to Washington, D.C. Are you familiar with what the base was?
Oh, with our guy that
I
don't know the name of the base. No.
Because so we got an invite to a base in Washington, D.C. To do the Black Hawk helicopters, the jets, and fire, drive some tanks, and a whole bunch of stuff. So that's where we take you guys, bring the cameras, and let's really get nasty on this.
Do it, dude. Let me know, dude. Let me know when you're talking about for sure. Start planning it out. That's cool.
Yeah, we were supposed to go, but I had no time to do this. But it seems like that would be something I know you would freaking love.
Definitely, dude.
Mostly it's on the base, and it's allowing us to do this, and we get to set off some bombs and stuff like that. It's like driving a tank. I got to do that in Kuwait, which was so fun. So this will be second level.
Dude, that's awesome. I mean, I love stuff like that for sure. I love doing active stuff like that, and it's really cool, man, to be able to do some of this stuff. Like went down here, I met McDill. I had a guy who used to run the armory down here. Got to go shoot on base, you know, the 50 cal, the whole 9. It was really cool, but it ain't nothing like this. Blackhawks and all that, tanks, woo! Had some good times for sure, 100%.
We're lucky to do what we do,
yes,
right?
For sure, blessed. Definitely, you never know what's coming next.
It's like they want to just give us content. Just come down, have fun. We'll shoot, we'll fly, we'll do all this stuff. You guys just film it and post it up.
No problem. That's the easy part.
Yep, we got the Olympia this weekend for everybody that's here. We're going to be booth 539.
Yeah.
Again, that's booth 539 is one of 3 booths.
Yep.
And
That'd be
then
the
today
main
we
move.
talked a lot about right here is we just talked about the peptides that can help you guys if you guys do have injuries.
Yep.
A kid came up to me the other day. Wasn't a kid, I don't know how old he was, and I asked him, and he says he has elbow and shoulder problems. And I asked him how old he was. He says 27, and I'm like, oh,
Yikes.
it hurts that young.
Yeah.
But again, like I said, it can get anybody.
Of course.
But this would be somebody that would be perfect for the peptides to try to heal it. Mostly at that age, your body wants to heal.
Of course.
It's full ready to go. I understand at my age it's a slower process, but I'm still forcing it the best I can because of
Right.
nutrition, sleep, recovery, massage, all the things that are available. I will do to help that recovery.
Yeah.
So for you guys out there, if you got a little something, again, the two peptides that are the gamers, but there's other peptides too that just add another percent
Yep.
to this.
Yep. Yeah, I've been taking the GHKCU right now, the thiolum, so for immune system boosting, and then for the skin, for the healing, the repair, the different scars on my body from the surgery too as well. I think it's been going pretty well. I mean, I've definitely, and scarring is not there, so that's a definitely good thing.
Jeffrey asked, which one for the scars?
So GHKCU.
Copper.
The copper.
Yeah. So I've been taking that injectable with the thymol, and thymol is like from the thymus gland in the body, and it helps as far as boost immune function, fortify immune function too as well. So, and those two actually work synergistically together too as well for the body. Really,
And the
really good
the
combination.
Thymen, right?
Yeah. Yep. The thymol.
I'm going to put an order in for that because
Yeah.
I started the copper, and anything for, again, the first thing people see on me is the skin.
Yep.
To keep that healthy and keep that the best it possibly can is,
Absolutely.
to me, tenfold relative to me hitting this 500 for squats all day long.
For sure.
I'd take the healthy skin over that.
Yeah. No, it's definitely good, and having both is even better.
Did you hear that, guys? So somebody asked the other day, they said, hey, what's a faster way to recover? Everything that we said today is another step, another percentage of recovering faster.
Mm-hmm.
Just all the peptides that we're talking about. And a lot of the stuff, like the Hercules potion, is the amino acids that I've talked about for a while.
Yeah.
What Johnny's done is he's taken those and put them into an injectable instead of a drink.
Yep.
So again, better absorption for the body.
Yeah, so we'll do some videos when we get down to Olympia too as well, because most of the athletes and stuff like that already have it. So when we do our training sessions, they'll be injecting. You'll see pre and then post, and then see exactly what it's going to look like. And I can guarantee you that everybody will look bigger, fuller, more vascular than what they looked. Obviously, they're going to get a pump and they're going to get a workout in, so they're of course going to be a little bit bigger. But you're going to see a substantial difference in most of their physiques after they take this.
Are they doing also the IGF?
So not all of them, no. So most of them are just doing.
Does Big Drew?
Big Drew does it, sometimes. So it just really depends on what we're getting to. I know right now he's been taking MK and stuff like that because he wanted to get the size on before. I think he just stopped it because he wants to get ready for the next couple of days. He's doing his water thing. He's doing his little cut thing. So yeah, but he definitely has taken it before.
Yeah, that's a professional.
Yeah.
He's got his water going in the correct way to make sure he comes in, because we got photo shoots afterwards and we can't look bloated.
Definitely not. So he's all ready. Rod's all ready. Rod's another big one. Yeah, I mean, everybody's all set as far as that goes. I mean, I even got some other people going down. They're going to be coming to join us at the booth. So, yeah, I think everything's going to be tip top as far as that goes, and everybody's going to be diced and sliced and ready to go.
I have one last thing to discuss, and you don't have to discuss this. So it's up to you. The other day, I love these guys. They want to use my name. That way it gets more bites for them.
Yep.
Had a YouTuber, Nick, kind of say that We're putting out false information.
Yeah.
And I thought that was interesting. I mean, honestly, I wish he was right, and I hope he is right.
Yeah.
But everybody that I have talked to says the same things. And remember, part of my job is to have podcasts and ask questions and understand this stuff. And I've talked to a few doctors, different HRT companies that all say the same thing that you've said.
Yep.
They've even given times that said that, because I know you stated that when they run out of their material, from what I understand, there is an actual date of you run out of it or don't run out of it, it stops here.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Nick did say that this is not true.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of that video? Did you have time to watch that video?
I watched probably about a minute of it because I am busy, but I did see, it didn't call us up by
That's
name.
all you need.
You know what I'm saying? So, and him saying that, shows, and then obviously put the image up of your show and like me on there, saying that we're fear mongering basically. Like that's kind of what it is, and we're just trying to have people buy as much peptides as possible. Honestly,
Then he goes into buy my peptides from the new company I'm with.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I fully see how we're leading the wrong way.
Yeah, I'm changing another HRT company because I was with one before. At that point, and we're going to be able to help you guys out with whatever you guys need. So
Yeah, so get your orders in right away.
Yeah, so that's great and everything, but everybody knows in our industry, and even if you ask Rick Collins, and Rick Collins is the number one guy to go to as far as the law and what we're dealing with. I mean, that's all he does. That's his niche. And, and all the lawyers I've been to, all the pharmacies that I've talked to, and I've been in this game for 11 and a half years now. So at that point, I know way more than Nick knows as far as in this business. He might know about more bodybuilding stuff and all that, but when it comes to this is what I do. So I make sure that we are on the up and up in every way, shape, and form. And there's no way that I'm going to be like, peptides are not going away and tell people that. If we told people that and peptides did go away, when they called up, they'd be like, you didn't tell me that these were going to be gone? And that's just wrong. And then getting the information out there so we can maybe have a petition to reverse these things. It's real simple and easy. And I said in one of my videos, is that if you go to the FDA.gov website, you can look on there. And on there, it says Schedule 3, Schedule 2, Schedule 1. Schedule 1, they're looking at it right now, and they're going to say, listen, we think this is good or we don't think this is good. It's still up in the air. Schedule 2, they've already went, it's the 503A and 503B Cosmetic Act. Okay, you guys can look it up. And at that point, what it says is that these compounding pharmacies, 503A, which you guys might not know what that means. 503A means it's a pharmacy that can only fill patient-specific prescriptions. That means in your name to you. They cannot send a bottle to a clinic for multi-use on just everybody, okay? And there's a 503B, and those guys make the multi-use vials, which you can have in the office, and you can inject multiple people out of the same vial. These two pharmacies have been restricted, or by the FDA, maybe not told them, you better stop, but they did say, we regard these as unsafe products. We do not want you to compound them. If you do, you will be possibly regulated by us. And no pharmacy wants to get that, because once you get an FDA agent that comes in there and they write up a report, it now goes on FDA Gov's website as public information forever. That means anybody that looks up that pharmacy and says, am I going to be safe with this pharmacy using the products? And then you got a warning letter from the FDA from compounding these things. Pharmacies don't want to do that. That's like, it's only a matter of time. Listen, there's pharmacies out there that told me they're not going to stop. Awesome. But I'll tell you what, they might not stop, but if somebody gets word or another pharmacy gets jealous and they send the dogs, and the dogs come in there and they say, you stop now or you close now, they're going to stop right then and there, and there ain't going to be no prescriptions filled at that point. So, for somebody
I hope.
Listen, I hope too, because
I hope you're wrong. I hope
away.
I'm wrong. At the end of the day, I hope we're both wrong. Unfortunately, I can't guarantee that. So I would rather you guys, like John said,
the writing's on the wall.
Get your peptides now, load up on them, and then if it does shut the doors, at least you have something to keep healthy in the meantime, and then don't know what the future holds. But that being said, man, I appreciate you always, and I get to see you within a day.
I can't wait.
I fly out
wait.
tomorrow.
I can't wait, dude. Be picking you up personally.
Oh man, I appreciate that. I'm so excited, guys. Watch, we're gonna be freaking live 24/7.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just every little thing we're doing and enjoying. This is what it's about. This, the teaming up, the get together, and then go somewhere where we get to meet the public, the fans, is the coolest thing. And I always say that to everybody. It's like, hey, do you still like going to expos? It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It really is, because there's always stories that you hear at expos from people that come from other countries, other states, and drive up there to meet you, and something triggered in them that you did that fired them up enough to lead them down a healthy lifestyle.
Yeah.
And to hear those stories is the coolest thing in the world. It really is. It is better than any trophy I've won, because it's mind-blowing to me. And you get the same thing. I guarantee you have these clients that you've had for years that come back, and it's like, you're healthier now 10 years later than he was when he was a pup.
Yep.
And to be able to go, cool, I gave that guy, or it didn't give him. Something I did triggered something in him and fired him up enough to chase that.
Yep.
And they're living a better life. That's a cool thing.
It is. When people come up and they say to me and Sharice, like, you've changed our lives or changed my life, that's priceless, dude. That, like, you can't pay for that feeling. And it's something that a person is always going to remember, and you're always going to have that personal bond with, to a certain degree. And they're going to be like, man, like, it's a super cool feeling. It's a super good feeling. And I'm glad we could help people, because that's the name of the game. That's what we really want to do. And it's working. And I think, we just keep spreading the message, spreading the word, and a lot more people will jump on the bandwagon. Because I think a lot more people want to be healthy. I just don't think they might not have the drive or the motivation or the know-how. And I think once they do, they'll get on the train, get on board, and do what's best for them. Because like I said, it's not even just for you. It could be for your family. You got kids. You want to spend time with your kids later on, man. You want to see the grandkids and all this other stuff, or be able to play with them. Like you're fully active, right? You can swim with your kid. You can play football with your kid. You want to do all those different things. And some people are 30, 35 years old, and they're physically just not there at all, and can't do any of these different things without huffing and puffing or maybe passing out. And that's a shame.
Yeah, I hope you guys watch and suck up some of this knowledge that he's laying out there. And again, man, the possibilities. A side note, I was driving home, and I know I've kept you a long time. Sorry about that.
No, dude, listen, I'm here.
I was talking to a CEO of a company, and I'm driving home, and we're talking about some stuff. And he goes, so I see that you're going to be out there in Florida with Titan Medical. And I go, yeah, I am. I'm going to get some fun content and hang out in the booth and meet the people. And he goes, so what's your feel? I go, they actually really want to help people.
Yeah.
And it's like I told you when we first met, it's like, you don't push, you don't try to sell somebody this number.
Yeah, no.
You try to go, what's the minimal stuff? What can help you? And here's what my thoughts are. Yeah. And go back to the very full circle of this talk, is that we were talking to Mary over here, who was having issues. And again, you guys came in and you go, this is what you need. This is how we can help you. And let's watch this, and let's check back, and let's see if we have to make next steps.
Right.
You didn't go, here's everything. Good luck. Have a nice day.
Yeah, I know.
And so it was a nice, pure, innocent conversation with this guy that knows everybody, and just goes, yeah, this is a much better fit for you to go and be around, because these guys are actually helping people.
Absolutely.
So the world is seeing you guys.
Thank you, man. That's awesome. I'm always humbled by that too, as well. Just, I want to keep my head down, keep working hard, and do what we can with our patients, and hopefully, be successful doing it.
Well, I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, bro. I can't
Man,
wait.
I love it. I love it. Go enjoy your day. I like this setup, man. I swear it reminds me like the Gauntlet Gladiators. So I feel like I'm gonna run through that. I gotta knock somebody's head off.
Oh,
Thanks,
man.
Playboy.
Thanks, brother. I'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, buddy. Everybody, what is cracking? Hey, thanks for hanging out today. Thank you so much, everybody. Again, I will be at the Expo Olympia weekend. Starts on Friday. I will be there all the way through. And then I will be from Orlando. We're jumping in the Sprinter. That's what they're called now. I might dance in there. They do have a pole. So, and then heading up to Tampa, and we'll be back there to get some training in. Probably hit the Powerhouse Gym there. If anybody's up there in Tampa, there's a couple great Powerhouse gyms. My buddy owns those, and I'll probably stop by to see him, get a workout in. Let's see, we did chest today. We did legs yesterday. Probably get some back in, some arms. So if you guys are out there and want to hang out.
Let's go keep those tight and feel like I'm getting a new lease on life.
Love that. Love that. And then I'm going to see Dr. Goswami, I think on the 9th. And so we'll get content. Jeff will be with us. We're going to do some stem cell and some PRP. Again, preventative, getting in there, trying to make things even healthier as we continue to push forward. Can you do a collagen with a collab? Brian Johnson. I don't know who that is. Do you know who Brian Johnson is?
Yeah, I do.
I usually do collabs with like something triggers, you know, it's like, oh, this guy's doing something. This guy's I don't know who this
I
is.
just love to collab with them. Great. That'd be awesome. Actually.
So I'll ask Jeff. I'll look into this. I'll
Because
see.
he's like
who's-
he's putting all this money into like longevity and health, and then we get you and him together. It'd be great.
All right. All right. I'll look into that. What else we got cracking here? Darren, is Darren okay?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't.
Different Darren here.
Got them all.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Sorry guys. Boom. I'm just looking over any final questions I can get back to you guys on. Jeffrey, did we get them all?
Mhm.
We got everything?
Everything.
All right, guys. See you in 2 days.